Okay, quick video on how to properly load your ribbon supplies into a 170 Xi4 and a 220 Xi4 printer. There's no video online that shows a couple of the extra steps that are involved in loading the ribbon into these wider format machines. I'm going to open this up here so you can get a glimpse inside here. First, I'm just going to give you an overview of how to do it, and then I'm going to attempt to do it with one hand during the video here, which might involve putting the camera down here just from time to time. But so the ribbon material, first of all, comes with a ribbon leader. You want to fold that leader back onto itself so that the adhesive is covered, because when this is all loaded with this ribbon material, you're not going to want to stick that adhesive to this hub. Notice how great a shape this hub is in. We've restored this printer. If you're going to be able to get this waste material off of this take-up spindle, you're never going to get that material off if you've been sticking the adhesive strip that's at the leader, at the beginning of the leader of your ribbon, onto that hub. So do not use adhesive. Don't tape onto there. Just take the material, the ribbon, and just pull it up onto there, wrap it, and let it just its own friction just grab so that it's not slipping anymore. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to slip the ribbon on here. We're going to take the ribbon off the back side, okay, of that ribbon supply spindle. And the first place it's going to do is go under this 3/4 inch like tensioner roller, okay? And then the second place it'll go is it's going to go under this spring-loaded dancer arm here. So we'll come off the back side, we'll go under this 3/4 inch roller, we're going to go on top of this second roller, okay? This is designed to take, some of that shock out of when the ribbon is moving. And then, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a third roller there. I'm moving it with my finger now. You can see it right in there. We're going to go under that roller, okay? And then we're going to take this leader and we're just going to stuff it under that roller right there. Okay, it looks like it has that brass screw on the end, but that's just an additional fastener. But there's a roller right there. So we're going to go off the back side, under this roller, above this dancer, and then we're going to go under that third roller right there. And once we stuff it under there with the leader, and it's good to have the leader at the beginning, we're going to take this print head and we're going to hinge it all the way open like that, so that this print head can open completely open wide. And that's a good feature of these older Zebra printers. This is only one model old, actually, but then once we stuff it through, you'll be able to see the ribbon right here, and you'll be able to grab it, pull it up over this roller right here, and then you can partially close this down, bring it over that roller, and then under this and take it up. Now, if you look at the case on the Zebra printer, it's got those dotted lines there instructing you how to do that. In fact, it's got two sets of dotted lines right in there, one for the narrower Zebras, but notice the one that goes under that roller, that's for the wider units that have that additional step, where you're going under that, and then you're going above this roller here, and then you're going to go down under that third roller there. So let's go ahead and I'm going to, again, if I struggle a little bit during the video doing this with one hand, I may have to put the camera down temporarily. So we'll slip that onto the ribbon supply spindle. Okay, we're going to go under the 3/4 inch roller, over the next roller, and then we're going to stuff it under that third roller. Okay, and this is where you really use your second hand to kind of take the tension off of that upper roller. Okay, so I'm just stuffing it through there, okay? And once we have enough of it pushed through, okay, just push it through with your fingers. You can do this literally without looking after a while. You're going to see in the front here, okay, that we've got the material there where we can grab that, okay, and pull that forward. Okay, we'll pull some of that out. A little bit. I'm just, for this purposes of this video, I'm just pulling out a little bit extra. I close that print head partially down, flipping that those tensioner arms back down out of the way. Okay, come over this top idler, and then under this take-up right here. Okay, let me get this there. So what you do is, as you're rolling it on, okay, you don't need to stick anything to the hub, okay? You just, again, we're going to just use the tension. Again, with two hands, it's like way easier to do this, but get some of the tension just built up, you know, the friction of the ribbon itself pulling onto that hub is enough. You will waste a little bit, you know, but that's the better way to do it and not get adhesive all over that hub. And this is really a little bit narrower of a ribbon than you would maybe need an even wider one. Now, to get this material off, imagine 450 meters of this built up onto this, you know, ribbon take-up spindle. You're going to have like 3/4 of an inch of buildup here. So to get that back off of here, when you turn this release arm, these two fins will collapse inward, but that can still cause resistance because of the kind of the friction of that stretched kind of ribbon pulling onto that release hub. So what you do is you turn this release knob on the end. These fins will collapse inward. You can see that happens. Well, I can't really do it with one hand, but those will collapse inward. And then you take your hand and you just press on, you know, this surface right here to get especially where the two fins are, to get that excess that's under that, where that was before it dropped, and get that tension to release around the hub. So then you'll notice that the ribbons pull off much easier. Essentially taking the pucker that's sort of like under that wing and distributing that tension around the surface area of that hub so that it releases the tension universally around, you know, the circumference of that hub, so you can get that waste material off of there. So just as a quick review, we came off the back side. It's a coated side out ribbon. We go underneath this first roller, above this spring-loaded dancer roller here, under the third roller that you'll see. It's a 1/4 inch roller right there. Trying to get it shown in the video, and then pulled through. There's an additional roller right there that's attached to the print head mechanism that goes up and down over this roller, up and under, and pulled up. Hope that helps, because there really isn't a good instructional. It's covered in the manual with some static pictures, but this is a good kind of dynamic video to show you how to load that properly. Thanks.